Hello Palians, welcome back. Some of you may know, if you've been around a little while, that I've been working on this small coastal cottage plot, and I'm finally at a stage where I think I can share it with you. I'm not overly happy with it, but I'm still like, yes, there's no point in it just sitting here. I might as well share it with you. So I'm going to share it with you. Hopefully you can take some inspiration from it. If you want to see it for yourself, I am uploading it this week on the house tour board, so be sure to come check it out for yourself. But without further ado, let's get into the tour. And just before we do, don't forget to hit that like button and also subscribe. So here is the plot entrance. Everything is quite small. There's nothing kind of grand about this, but I definitely like that kind of smaller cottagey feel. So for the entrance, I decided to go for just a little quaint area. This plot, the whole landscape of this one, because I'm using the coastal one, feels huge. So it does feel a little bit daunting, like there's lots of empty space, but I'm trying to get it in my head to embrace that. But for the entranceway, I just decided to add a little bit of fencing. I tried to make some like little ponds here using some of the dragon tide tables, and then just cover it around with some of the path, the pavers as well. Like here we've got a little fish in here, obviously to help it make it feel a bit more real. We've got lots of foliage. And the path here is just a little bit of a mixed match, but I'll talk about that more as we get over the bridge. But we also have an archway here. I don't know why the wanted poster has merged into the pillar, but it shouldn't be like that. But this very nautical feeling, lots of blue and white, it's something that you're going to see throughout this. But I just wanted a kind of a way to kind of show that we're heading into the plot. So I just created this. It might look a little daunting, but it was actually really simple to do. And I did do it on stream if you want to see how I did it. And I made a little fake bridge here. It has to have a lot of foliage because I was just like covering up everything because it didn't look the neatest, but it kind of works. So these are stairs that have been created by the industrial shelves, and then there is a building block floor under there, and then I've just put some pavers on top as well. So it kind of looks like this. As you can see, it has got some dining tables on it as well, but I kind of masked them as well. And then we have the little ponds here as well on the back side, and that's what it looks like from the back. As you can see, there is bellflower clocks up there, but I really like the way that it looks. And my good friend Corey Dune gave me the idea of that, just to give this some detail on the roof, which we'll see later. And I decided to bring that over here as well, just to tie everything in. So here is what it looks like, and you just head over the bridge and then we're into the main plot. And this is where the path kind of really takes center stage. I cannot take credit for this path. We were on stream and one of my friends, Betty1306, is just obsessed with making paths. And by the way, stay tuned because we are working on a little project together to give you lots of path inspiration. But this is what she came up with the coastal brief. So we have a mixed match of pavers and some butcher's blocks in a few different colors, a sprinkling of those spring fever pebbles even, and also some shells and things. And then around the edging, we just have a nice higgledy-piggledy kind of feel, which I feel works for this. I want it to feel like a real like coastal little cottage, so there's lots of random bits and pieces all around. Everything is kind of got a nod to the seaside and also some foliage as well. We've got lots of chests here. This was probably one of my favorite things that Betty did, and she took this gold is obviously from Zeki and the hot pot coins, and she used this chest and then just had the idea of the gold sprinkling out everywhere. Now, if this was me, I would not be having gold lying around. I would have already spent it, but as a decor piece, it looks really good. So I'm very happy with that. And then through here, there is lots more of this path. Again, more chests. There is the occasional candle, fishes. That's not how you say that. Fish. That's not the right plural, but yes. So we have some little nods there, like little ones in their little tiny tanks, which are my favorites. I love them in the little ones. And then this is kind of the first way. So I was gonna do something in this whole area, but I wasn't sure what to do so that you could get a real good look at the kind of house. But it still works. It still looks cute. So here is the house. As you can see, we have the roof we have the nice little bellflower clocks. We've used one of the spring fever items again as the chimney, which is colorwayed into the shore, and it's got like, it's on a stone kind of building block area. And then there's kind of a patio gazebo area which kind of separates the top from the bottom, because my whole worry about doing a building that is fully constructed of building blocks was that it looked like Minecraft, and I couldn't deal with it having like a Minecraft roof. So this is the best that I could come up with, and I hope it's detailed enough, it has enough kind of depth to it that it doesn't feel like it is just made out of blocks, which it is, but you don't want it to look that way. So hopefully this does. The shutters on the walls, they are from the makeshift set, and then there is obviously the trellis in there from the spring fever set as well for the garden, from the garden set for the entranceway. And we've also used some branch veggie boxes turned around, which is fast becoming one of my favorite things. And then down here, I'll talk about the patio a bit more in just a moment, but down here we do have some garden bits here, and this is the infamous boat situation. I really wanted a boat to be laid down, and I spent ages trying to figure it out. I couldn't do it. Corey Doon, who I mentioned earlier, she came over and she helped me, and this is what it looks like now. And then after all those hours of trying to do it, I accidentally picked it up and broke the glitch, so then I had to do it all over again. So yeah, be careful when you're decorating, especially if you're glitching, because you don't want to be like me. It causes frustration, trust me. But yeah, there's just lots of blue and white here, lots of blue flowers and white ones, and just a mixture of things, which I feel feels more cottagey. And then to actually get up to the house, we have this little section here which uses the log cabin tables, and through the little trellis. And then up here on the patio we have some more fish, and we also have a nice little dining area here, which I wanted to kind of keep going with the blue and add in some different types of chairs just to make it feel a bit more like rustic and a lot more like you would expect to find in like a little kind of cottagey area. And then here you can see some more of the details on the house. Lots of wall items I think I wanted to use to help give it more kind of detail. So there is Peltec stuff here, there's makeshift stuff here, some float Sam stuff as well. So I'm gonna run inside now, and you do come down these little stairs here. As you can see, I didn't want to do anything overly complex, so all I did was stack some pavers on top of each other. There's no glitching required there. Why is that light turned off? Let's turn that light back on. Why does it not want to turn on? There we go. Okay. Panic over, light is on. So one of my favorite areas of this whole house is probably the kitchen area, and I don't know what it is about it. I just think it just looks really cute and cozy, and it's got all those kind of knickknacks, which I love, all of that clutter, and it's all kind of blue. And I feel like if you were in like a tiny living situation, you would just have to have it like this. There's not much shelf space, so you've got to really embrace what you've got. And then there is a dining table here which kind of cuts into the wall because, again, it's a very small space. So I didn't want to have a full dining table, and I really wanted to use this one. So I used that gourmet cup method, merged it into the building blocks, and ta-da, you still have enough space to enjoy your dinner. So what's not to like about that? We have a cozy little reading area. I've managed to fill up some shelves with items. There's a little shelf on the wall over here as well. The industrial set in the shoreway I kind of love, so it was nice to add that in because it's definitely one of the sets, particularly the sofas and the chairs. It's something that I don't use enough of. And then spinning round, this is where we have the bed and the bath area. So we have the bed, which is a makeshift bed, and then I wasn't sure what to put up behind it because I wanted to conceal all of the building blocks. So we've just got like a dresser and one of the chests from the treasure chest, lots of items on the wall by the bed there. And then the bathtub is the Ravenwood bathtub, which again, I've not really used before, but it was very blue. So it's very in keeping with what we've got going on here. And all of those little bottles are like potions and all of like bubble baths and everything that's good like that. And then if you just turn around here, you can just get a full little view of everything. So it does feel very cute and very cozy. I think I would be happy living here. Maybe not full time, but like as like a little retreat by the coast, definitely. And then outside this way we have the trellis doorway again. And I wanted to make a little barbecue area, so we have a little barbecue situation here, some hot dogs obviously, and then I did kind of use some of the Paltech items as well to give that illusion of a barbecue. But the windows on the back, I decided to do something a little bit different. So I've used the Ravenwood mirrors as the windows, mainly because I didn't have any more shutters. So this was the alternative that I came up with. And then we have some more items over here as well. I actually did go out of my way to get the grill from Hidari just for this, and I think it kind of works. And then up here, you'll be able to see the full kind of view of what the back looks like. As I say, it does look a bit different to the front, but I'm not upset about that. It was hard to replicate. What I should have done was built the whole shell of the house first, but instead of doing that, I just kind of did the front and worked backwards, which probably wasn't the best way to go, honestly. But I still think it looks good, and there's nothing wrong with it being a little bit different from the back. But yes, now we have come upstairs, and this is my pool area. As you can see, we have a swimming pool here, and one of the most frequent questions that I get asked is, what is that water? It is the Capital Chic dining table. I do have a whole video on ponds and pools. If you want to learn how to create it, I do cover it in that video. But here is the kind of, first off, we have the kind of lounging area with the beach towels, and getting those parasols in here was a little bit of hard work. I did have to use the red presents just to get them at the right height. So if you're wondering how I did that, that is from Christmas time. I'm sorry if you don't have access to them, but again, everything here has that blue and the white, and it's getting late in game now, but obviously we have all the glow from the homestead stuff, which I thought was just a nice touch. Obviously a lot of drinks and even a book, so you can really relax. And then round here we have two of the, what is it called? The Valley Sunrise beds, I think they're called. They're from Zeki Lucky Coins. So yes, I was very lucky to have two of them. But I just feel like they have the kind of cabana-y feel, which is nice. They're a little bit more luxurious than just sitting on your towel. But I think hopefully it looks good. And there is some lights around here. And then I used the tiki bar as well from the summer stripe set. I was umming and ahhing about using this because my heart was like, oh, but it's green and everything else is blue and white. But I kind of have to use it, don't I? I have to use it. So it's in there. There's a few drinks up there. So yeah, this part is like right at the back of my plot. So I think I would have probably wanted some more room had I not kind of built my cottage so far back. But it is what it is. So I'm just going to quickly just jump over here because you might just want to see, hey, what does the side of the house look like? So this is what I did from the sides. This is where I feel like it maybe was trying to feel a little bit more Minecrafty, and I just, at this point, I was like, I'm not even that bothered because of the roof and the way it comes. It doesn't kind of have that lip over it too much, but I think it looks okay. And again, I've used the Ravenwood mirrors as the windows, and I did make a little bit of detail for the wall. And I thought the bellflower fountains, just kind of sticky off the edge, gave a nice little bit of detail on the inside as well. So the other side kind of looks the same as that. So there we go, there is my coastal cottage. As I say, I'm still a little bit nervous about it and a little bit nervous about sharing it, but I really hope you enjoyed looking at this. Maybe it's given you some inspiration. I really hope it has. Let me know in the comments what you're working on at the moment with your builds. Don't forget to subscribe because we have lots more projects, lots more inspiration coming very soon. So have a great rest of your day, and I shall see you again soon. Bye bye.